fucking weird. The Nintendo Entertainment System. What more do I really need to say? This little box right here changed video games forever, and you can still feel the impact it left to this day. With a library of games as vast as the NES, I'm always on the lookout for that hidden gem of a game that maybe not a lot of people have heard about. In searching for that, I have come across many a strange game. Most of which are absolute shit.
That brings us to today's game. Dash Galaxy and the Alien Asylum. More like Jackson Galaxy, cause he must get a lot of pussy with a face like that. Yeah, this joke is going nowhere.
Honestly, this looks pretty promising. I love sci-fi and comic books and things of that nature, and judging from the cartridge, it's gonna be just that. It looks like it's gonna be pretty awesome, right? Well, let's stick it into the Nintendo and find out. It looks like the Nintendo really doesn't want to play this game. I guess it's a good thing I have a way to fix that, huh? Let's play this thing then.
After hitting start, Mr. Galaxy presumably crashes his Cadillac into this rocket on what has to be Mars or something. I guess the rocket is gonna be our alien asylum. So how did Dash get here? Is it going to be explained? Just as I thought. Now we're in the actual game. It's in this weird top-down perspective, and I love how they made Dash's sprite blue so it makes it almost impossible to see him against the blue floor. Well, let's at least try out the buttons. Let's see, A does nothing. And hitting B lets me know that I don't have any bombs.
That's some useful information.
Okay, so start pauses, of course. With the music still playing, might I add. Now pushing select will... Select is a suicide button. Select is a suicide button. Select is a fucking suicide button! Yeah, that's a good omen of things to come now, isn't it? I guess we should try to go through one of these doors. So, how do I move these blocks then? Pushing into them doesn't seem to... you have to press A, then he'll move the block. Fine. Let's just see what's behind door number 1! Well, this is Dash Galaxy. I mean, I don't really know what I was expecting, but this certainly wasn't it. The goal here seems to be running around collecting different objects, like these HAL 9000s and these Mario Power Stars.
Maybe if I collect enough of them, I'll actually go to the Mushroom Kingdom. That would be a lot better than what I'm doing right now.
And I know this game is 8-bit, but it looks so bland. It honestly reminds me of one of those barely functional DOS platformers. In more ways than one, I can assure you. For starters, the controls are freaking garbage. Jumping feels extremely delayed and is very floaty. Jumping straight up makes you immediately start plummeting back towards the ground, and you get very little distance when trying to jump in one direction. This makes hitting your mark when trying to land very difficult, which is a big problem for anything trying to call itself a platformer. That's not mentioning actually moving. Just walking around is fine. You start at a walk and build up momentum into a run. But when you're running, pressing A no longer launches you like a 4th of July bottle rocket. Instead, you'll do this long jump that you'll need in order to clear large gaps. The problem is that you'll end up using the long jump when you don't want to, careening you into a pit or enemy. And you'll end up doing that a lot. There's no invincibility period, you know, like in good games. So more often than not, you'll end up losing most of your health to just one enemy. And let's take a look at the enemy, shall we? What exactly is this supposed to be? It doesn't really look like anything. I'm sure they were going with robot, but who can really tell? And what are these? Are you telling me these are space bats? Is this game so lazy that all it came up with for enemies on what is presumably an alien asylum were robots and fucking bats from outer space? Could you get any more stock? Why not bring out the galactic spiders and some interstellar cobras while you're at it? Those would fit well with this game's theme of having absolutely no imagination. What the fuck just killed me? Nothing ran into me and I was almost done too. Oh, your health is constantly going down. That's good. Yeah, that's real good. I always just love it when games have that as a feature, don't you? So, besides the fact that getting hit once can take out a good chunk of your health, you also have to be quick in each room or you'll die from the lack of oxygen. But if you don't move slow, you'll end up long jumping into one of the moving garbage cans and losing half of your fucking health anyway. And how about that music? Great, right? If you said anything other than, "No, this is awful. It feels like it's raping my ears no matter how I try to stop it," well then, good for you, good for you. Anyway, this music is the definition of dreadful. Not only is it just as stock as the enemies, it also loops like every 10 seconds, letting you hear the same thing again and 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 again. The only time you get any reprieve from this noise is in the top-down areas, and the music there, though not as damaging to the ears as the other music, is still really awful. It's the bare minimum you need for video game music, if you can even call this ear-popping shit-fest music. So I think I found a key. It would be great if this game told me what it's for. It would be great if this game told me what any of this shit is for. I've pretty much just been picking everything up in each room in case I need it later or something. I know that these beakers refill a bit of my health, and I think I'm supposed to get all the HAL 9000s to complete each room, but I honestly still don't have a clue. Like, what's the point of this thing? It looks like one of those plungers to detonate dynamite. But the game still insists that I have no bombs. Then why give a detonator and no fucking bombs? I could really use them, you know? Fuck it, I'm gonna look up when I get bombs. At least then maybe I'll know. Just gotta pause it and wait. See? See? Right there! That's the reason to never have a fucking suicide button. I was just trying to pause it. And of course that would be game over. Can I continue? Should I have expected anything different from this fucking game? Whatever, let's just fly through this. I have to at least make it to level 2. Maybe then it'll start getting better. And maybe the world will come together in unity and no one will ever go hungry again. Reality. It kind of sucks, huh? Finally, I beat all the doors in this area. So now what? Oh, I'm supposed to go out the way I came, which I guess is an elevator. Alright, now we're on floor 1? Oh, because the other floor was 00. Yeah, that won't get confusing. I'm sensing this is gonna be the same as the other floor. Collect all the items, clear all the doors to go up another level. Let's see what we're dealing with this time. I made it. Look, game, I was being facetious when I mentioned going to the Mushroom Kingdom earlier. It was what you call a joke. But ladies and gentlemen, it appears as if Dash Galaxy has landed right in the middle of the Mushroom Kingdom. Except this version doesn't have anything in it that made the 8-bit Mario game so effing good. And Dash Galaxy was developed exclusively for North America. The developers surely would have played all of them. I'm positive of it. I also forgot to mention that this game was released in 1990, a month after Super Mario Bros. 3. If you're gonna steal from the greats, why not, I don't know, take what those games did and apply it to your broken mess of a game. It takes so long to get high enough on these bouncy pads. If you do make it high enough, good luck landing where you want to go. It takes precision in a game that feels like you're controlling someone who, appropriately enough, doesn't get enough oxygen to their brain. I never really figured out when you should move towards where you want to go on these things. I think I just got lucky each time I did make it. At least they composed a new track for level 2. And I use the word compose very lightly. It's more like they found 2 notes, made them jump up and down until they puked up 2 more notes, then those 2 notes started jumping up and down until they puked out the original 2 notes, repeating the process just long enough to give you a fucking aneurysm. It's easily worse than the other music, and that's a fucking accomplishment, I'll give it that. Now I'm at these 2 energy things. I've been avoiding them because I'm sure they hurt me. Maybe I can pass by them because I have a key.
I'm actually really surprised that's the solution.
Why am I still playing this? Do I really want to see the end of Dash Galaxy? I know it's not going to be anything special, and I'm positive the gameplay is going to stay the same. The invincibility power-up doesn't even kill the enemies, so they always have the advantage. Why even bother? Finally, we make it to floor 3. 2. And it's in an even more boring color than before. And guess what? Level 00's music is back, and it's just as grating as ever. But at least we get slides this time. Whee! Then there's jumps like this. I've already mentioned how long it takes to get airborne on these bouncy pads. Now let's add a space bat that flies by, making it take even longer if you decide to dodge them. But if you decide, fuck it, I want to actually play this game instead of waiting around, then you'll have to take the hit, which wastes your health. If you miss the jump, which you'll do because the jumping makes no sense, then you'll fall down here. There happens to be a robot down here that can easily take out half your health. If you do manage to dodge him, then you'll most likely get hit by the space bat trying to get back to the platform so you can try this bullshit jump again. And you're gonna have to do this jump to get out of this area because there's a fucking slide in the way. So you're going to die. There's no way to avoid it. And the developers knew this. The developers knew this part of the game was fucking broken. You know how I know? They give you an extra life right before you have to do the jump. So, instead of fixing something they knew was too goddamn hard, they just stuck a heart there and were like, fuck it, let him try it over and over again. And you'll keep trying, because you know you can do it. You don't try any other doors because you just barely made it here, and one more death equals game over. So you keep trying, and trying, and trying, and trying, and trying, until you get frustrated, you jump into a pit, and lose all your progress. Only way to try it again is to start at the beginning.
You know what? Fuck all that! I know the stage select code!
Okay, so I have to hold up, left, A, and B on the title screen. Easy enough. Let's see, I was on the 3rd floor. No, wait, the 2nd floor? I think. Whatever, let's just do it. Oh yeah, I don't have any keys. So if I want to go any further, I have to have keys that I can only get from rooms on lower levels. Meaning I would have to play the game from the beginning, which makes this password useless.
Look, when a game can't even get the stage select code right, then I'm out. Dash Galaxy's a worthless hunk of plastic, and that's all there is to it. And as always, nobody loves you.
And if you were curious as to where I was before this video started, then check out the review of Mega Man X I did with my buddy Alex on his channel Noctoons. You can also see the last video I did on Mega Man 9. If you can't tell, I really like Mega Man, so subscribe! Or check out the video my Let's Play channel did of Mega Man, or Earth Defense Force, whatever that is. Just do something, whatever. Just do something. Please?